double. Hellfire. Let the devil.
Hey guys, welcome to my Daredevil guide. My name's Yashogi. I reach top 500 and usually end eternity most seasons. And welcome to the end all be all Daredevil guide. I want this to be a checkpoint, a place you go where you get to just, okay, well here's what I learned about the character so far. Let's go to this checkpoint and move on. If you want free coaching or just want to ask me any questions, go ahead and check out my Twitch. Link will be in the description down below. And let's get started. Welcome. I'm using this as a main menu section. These are the 4 things we'll be covering today. If you go ahead and look at the bottom of your YouTube bar, you can see any of these checkpoints and you can just skip straight to them. I think before we can dive into anything, you gotta know what Daredevil does. We're gonna be discussing abilities, combos, playstyle, and matchups. A lot of people avoid matchups. I think it's crucial for you to know your 1v1 matchups and who you're good at killing and who you're not. But I think there's no point in discussing any of this until we talk about abilities, right? How are you gonna kill anything? All right, let's go. Welcome to the passive ability. Ability number 1, radar sense. Basically, all it allows you to do is see through walls. You can basically track enemies through walls. This will be really good on a flanking character. Since he can't really see naturally because, you know, Daredevil is blind, you're going to be able to have wall hacks on opponents just like this. And this works really well on creeping on your opponents like this as well. Second passive, blind descent. Latch onto wall and you can hold it, climb walls, pretty simple. Now our primary fire is just this jab. Basically all we do is swing our billy clubs just like this, and when we swing this we just deal some moderate damage. It's a different animation than your melee and you regain fury. Fury is a currency we will later discuss in the ability section when it comes to his E. Now we have Righteous Cross, his other primary fire, which can only be activated by using his E ability. And when you use Righteous Cross, this is your most important ability. It's your bread and butter. It'll regain fury stacks on hit and will be essential for all your combos. Our next ability will be Objection! It's basically Genji's Deflect from Overwatch or Captain America's Shield Deflect, but it has some key differences. Alright uncle, if you take a good look, you can see we're deflecting and we're CC immune. The key difference between Captain America's shield and Daredevil's deflect is that you can actually aim the projectile. It's not where the shield is facing, it's where your camera is facing, so you can do some pretty nutty stuff. It's going to be your number 1 survival tool to get out, while also giving you fury on block, allowing you to use some abilities. Our next ability will be Sonic Pursuit, where basically you lock onto a target, you increase speed and damage reduction while being attacked by that target. You also blind the target when you dash to them and regain 2 fury stacks. This is one of your 2 abilities where you will not gain Righteous Cross. As you can see, even while it's on cooldown, you can go ahead and mark other opponents. It doesn't have to be off cooldown. Just the dash component comes from a cooldown. Now our most important ability, Infernal Fury. This uses 2 fury stacks and you have 3 at maximum capacity. Every ability you use will give you Righteous Cross, and every single time you get a hit from your melee, Righteous Cross, or your primary fire, you will gain half a fury, meaning you will need to do at least 4 melees before you can get enough fury to do an ability. We have Devil's Chain, which is an X on the floor, which will just deal damage up front. This will be your greatest ability up close to deal damage. It's really good for just getting someone in your face, boom, chunk of damage, then dealing a Righteous Cross right after. And for our other ability, we have Devil's Throw, which is basically a projectile. It's your long range move, but Devil's Chain is your close range move. And you basically throw your 2 batons, and if there are more enemies nearby, it bounces off all of them, dealing insane damage. This works similar to Moon Knight's primary fire, but this is really important for our combo game later, so please remember this ability. Now we have our movement ability, Devil's Catch. Basically, you just fire a grappling line, and this grappling line gives you Righteous Cross and also refills 2 fury. What's good to know about this move is that if you use that on a wall, you can latch, and if you use it on an enemy, you can pull them halfway towards you. So it can be a really good combo engager. Now we have our ultimate ability, Let the Devil Out. I can't say it as good as him. But basically what you do is put a death aura around you, and any enemy that actually looks at you, so faces you, takes damage while also being blind continuously. During this state, you get basically fury infinitely regenerating, so you can spam your abilities non-stop. So make sure you get in their face, you start spamming your abilities, you go Righteous Cross, spam your ability Righteous Cross, and just try to deal as much damage as possible while getting in their face, blinding them, and hopefully letting your team get an advantage in a fight. Alright, Auntie, looks like you're done with the abilities. Let's go ahead over to the combos. This part's pretty short. It's not as complicated as you might think. I broke it down to 3 combos that actually matter, 2 engagers and 2 techs. That's all you gotta know, bro. All you gotta know. All right, let's get combo in. Welcome to the combo section. I feel like trying to explain this over voiceover was a little bit difficult, so we're gonna go ahead and teach you with human experience and error. So when we start a combo with Daredevil, the first thing you have to do, remember, step one, I'm gonna break into steps for you guys, is Sonic Pursuit. Once you do this, you get wall hacks on the person, you get damage reduction while fighting them, and movement speed. Now step two, this is very important. Make sure you have your ability ready, and we're gonna be using Devil's Throat. So we're gonna have our target pursuit, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw and then dash. Like that, right? Now one thing people do where they mess up is they dash and then try to throw it and they get like a little bit of damage like this. What you really have to do is get the timing right. So really simple, Sonic Pursuit, press E, make sure you throw, and right when they hit, dash. This is gonna be the opener to all of your combos. Memorize how to do this and get good at it. Now that we got that out of the way, let's do a 275 combo. This will be your staple. You Sonic Pursuit, Devil's Throw. To open it every single time. We're gonna break it down real slow. Then we're gonna double throw, dash. Now when you're in the face, you're gonna go ahead and righteous cross. You got that from your Devil's Throw. Then you're gonna press E. Then you're gonna do a chain. Then you're gonna do righteous cross. That's it. So if we do it fast, it'll look like this. I'm coming around the corner. She's Sonic Pursuit. We throw just like this. Boom, boom, boom. So now we know our 275 killer, but what about big boys like Punisher, right? How are we gonna kill this guy? So some tech you need to know is your animation cancels. Like I said earlier, your melee is different than your jab. You see that? Your melee is one smack, your jab is boom boom. And as we discussed earlier, every single melee and hit will recover half a fury. So this will recover one whole fury, this recovers half. So our technique here is once we deal any sort of ability using the Infernal Fury, you want to animation cancel with melee, righteous cross, just like that. This will change our combo game and I'll do it really slow. So we double throw, we dash, we melee now, then we do righteous cross, we ability, we melee now, then we do righteous cross. So if we do it really fast, it'll look like this. Boom, 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 boom. Just like that, baby. And this combo is good too if they start healing, you know? This is not only good for people with a lot of HP. All right, this is our final combo. This is the, oh, there's a tank. So we begin just like always. Sonic Pursuit, we Devil Throw, we dash, right? We melee, righteous cross. Ability, Devil Chain, melee, righteous cross. Ability, Devil Chain, melee, righteous cross. You got to make sure you keep doing that. Now you don't have fury stacks. So how do we get more? I want to kill this guy. Look at his HP. What we do is we grapple towards him. When we grapple towards him, we get righteous cross. So what do we do again? Melee, righteous cross, ability, boom. Melee, righteous cross, ability, boom. Melee, righteous cross, and we have some juice left over, baby. So it'll look something like this. We go ahead, throw, dash, melee, righteous cross, ability, melee, righteous cross, ability, melee, righteous cross. Pull him back in, righteous cross after the melee, and you just basically repeat this over and over again. This is your highest DPS output. There are different starting options, like for example, if I have no fury, I can of course go like this, and I can just dash immediately, just like that, right? Of course, that's something you can always do, or my personal preference. If we have no fury, my personal preference would be something like this, where we jump up, we can dash towards the enemy just like this. This will allow me to righteous cross, right? Or melee righteous cross, which will give me full fury. Obviously, that's the route I would go. Depends on if you're fighting a tank or a squishy. And that can be your new combo engager if you don't have the dash. Just remember, when you're in these combos and you think, oh, I'm gonna die, get out, dash out. Okay, you know your abilities and now you know your combos. What's next? The third thing I'd like to discuss is your playstyle, how you should play Daredevil. His passive really changes things a lot, and I think I'd like to show you an example. Okay, well, I don't have access to the pay-to-win server, so I gotta just do it against some bots to show you guys what I'm doing. So what you see is I use my right click to finish people that are weak. I also do a lot of stalking. So if you pay attention, I'm just looking through the wall, using my wall hacks, looking for my next victim, my next target on Daredevil. Right here, you can see once again, I mark the Loki through the wall. I'm like, okay, let's go in. So I do my combo on the Loki, kill him, and we get out. So if you look over here, I'm once again looking at the dagger, just trying to figure out when I should go in. I see Adam Warlock's in the open in a bad spot. I go in, I attack, and I just get out. Over here, I just build some stacks. I throw the right click to build some damage, some alt charge, attack this strange just for more fury stacks. I deflect. And the most important part here is when my strange ults, I know they can't look away. And since they can't look away from me, I ult. That ult will not only blind them, but it'll also damage them. They can't look away. And over here, we see the Loki. I basically just show you, oh, once I kill the Loki, I try to use my movement ability to get out. I use my cross staff, I gain fury, and I use my righteous cross to dash out. Okay, let's talk about matchups now. Matchups are going to be who you want to fight and who you don't want to fight. Couple of characters, couple of obvious ones. Let's go and get right into it. So, welcome to the matchups. I'll be talking about some characters you can beat and some characters you can't, and why. Let's start with Mr. No-No over here. So you never want to fight Bucky, basically. You only want to fight Bucky when abilities are down, which is almost never. You got to make sure you have teammates with you because Bucky has a couple of things. Not only is his weapon hitbox obnoxiously large, right? He never runs out of ammo, so he can keep helping you down. But more importantly, he has a hook, which you can technically deflect. But if you get in his radius and he hits you with his uppercut, you just cannot move for like a second. And if you can't move for a second, you are dead. This one is not a shocker to anyone. For tanks, you don't want to go against Emma Frost. She'll just go ahead and grab you, kick you, and you're just going to die. You're not really going to deal any damage to her. She's going to build a lot of stacks off of hitting you. There's no reason to go for this matchup. Try to go for someone other than her and try to get out of her way. And for support, I'm going with Loki. The reason is if he just gets on you, he can not only pelt you like crazy and beam you, but if you think even for 1 second you're getting close to killing him, he has a couple options. He can teleport, go invisible, which I'm gonna be honest, you can still see him when he's invisible, but he'll start healing. And more importantly, he'll shoot you. You're probably gonna get him 1 HP at this point. He's gonna get you to 1 HP. Then he'll just go like this. Then he has 3 greens. And I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna pelt you down. Now, DPS you can definitely kill is Hela, because let's get real, Hela can't 2-tap you, which is a huge strength for you. This means you can survive a lot more. Look at that, that's nice. Her only actual crowd control is her stun, which you can easily deflect right back at her with your big hitbox. So we have Hela over here. Let's go ahead and do this combo. We're gonna go into right click, dash, do like this. And at this point, she's already weak, but you can just go ahead and go. And you don't even need to do that. You don't even need to do the righteous cross at the end. You can honestly probably end it with like this and just start deflecting in her face. Like this damage is just ridiculous, right? For tank, I feel like you have a really easy time keeping up with Hulk and beating him up. If you just go into a fist fight with Hulk, you will win. One thing Hulk can do in this advantage is shield himself, but when he shields himself, not only is it a waste and he'll probably have to get out, so you wasted their cooldowns, which is great, right? He can probably exile you, which you can also deflect. Hulk doesn't really have a good matchup here until he ults. And once he ults, honestly, your best bet is to get out of his face. And for support, I would think to myself, okay, Warlock, right? But Warlock can heal a lot. And honestly, he could burst you. For me, I think Invis is a good pick. Let me tell you why. Invis has a push, which is like, wow, that's really good, you know? Like, what can you do about that? There's a couple things. So if you really are fighting Invis, right, and you do this combo, you dash her, and she pushes you back off, you can re-engage like this, right? You can re-engage with Righteous Cross as well. There's many options to get back in her face and continue the fight. Not to mention, you could always just deflect in her face as well. And honestly, her CC is not a big problem for you. I think she might be one of the easiest healers for you to kill. Okay, that'll basically wrap it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please go ahead and drop a like on this video, subscribe, check out the Twitch, join the Discord if you guys want to be part of the crew. Let me know what I can improve on in these videos. I think this is the first time I've done a guide like this. And honestly, guys, peace out. Have a good one.